blows Dragon Age Origins up. Okay, no. Alright. Alt-tabbing is not killing Dragon Age Origins right now. Awesome. Cool. Now all I have to do is Alt-tab one more time to make sure I can go and see the fucking chat, because the Twitch interface has gotten really lame. Alright. I think we're good here. We're not dropping any fucking frames like last time, so that's good.
Language.
Mumbles correcting me on language, on profanity. See, we've come full circle now.
That's right, I never swear.
We have 0 people watching the chat right now.
Can someone
just updated to 17.
Can someone at here the episode discussion channel that this is going live to?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, thank you.
And everybody who's out there right now, presumably watching the stream, howdy. Hope we all having a good week. We're about to get into some Dragon Ages.
Let's look at some dragons.
Some Dragon Origins.
There's like one fucking dragon in this whole game. Like 2 dragons. 2, right?
Yeah, and
there's
blighted dragons. They're not
3.
even nice dragons.
There's 3 full dragons. If you count the Archdemon.
Well, and if you count Mama.
Yeah.
Mama Witch.
Well, let's just call her by her real name, Captain Janeway.
Oh, that's Captain Janeway?
Yeah, that's Kate Mulgrew.
Oh my god.
You didn't know that?
That makes me so happy. I just started watching Voyager, so that makes me very happy.
Oh, yeah, okay. Did you finally finish the last episode of Next Gen?
No. I probably
It will remain there forever unfinished because you don't want it to end.
You know what's so funny is that there's no way it's sadder than the season finale of Picard. Like, there's no way it's sadder than that. Like, that was the saddest, but I don't know. I just like my little booze cruise. Next Gen.
Oh, it's wacky to me that you've finished Picard, but not the Next Generation.
I can't. They're just my little friends, and they live on the ship and they go on adventures together. I just can't. Just can't. Yeah, I'm watching a little Discovery now. I like the Doctor a lot. He's probably my favorite. I like AI, is what I think it is. I think
good.
I just like AI characters.
The game just fucking crashed.
The game just crashed, my bad.
Fantastic.
Shouldn't have been talking about the Doctor, apparently.
Yeah.
My bad.
So, wait, did you mean... You said you played... Or you were watching Discovery. Did you mean Voyager? Because
I did.
The Doctor in Discovery is not...
I meant Voyager.
Not a robot or a hologram or anything.
They're similar title names for shows. It's not like Next Generation.
Oh, man.
It looks fine. It's fine.
Huh.
Do you still need like a CBS All Access to watch the fucking watch Star Trek?
You can get it on
Voyager.
Voyager and all the original Trek series are on Netflix. You need a CBS All Access subscription to watch Discovery. Although apparently they are airing it on TV now, so they weren't originally. But you can also.
I don't know how far I would have to trek to find a television that gets television.
Was that?
I don't know where I could find one.
Was that intentional, Rutskarn? Because I'm ready to just like kick you off the island right now for that fucking pun.
No,
it's not even his worst offense.
True.
It wasn't actually intentional. I just talk like that, apparently.
Oh God.
It's the one person that uses Trek to mean anything other than Star Trek.
So worse. Discovery is also on Star Trek.
Yeah, so Discovery's on Netflix outside of the US. So if you're using a VPN, you can just get it there. But you can also subscribe to CBS All Access through Amazon Prime and just watch it with the rest of the Prime Video stuff, which is how I do it.
Well, this has been the discussing how to watch Star Trek Discovery segment of our show.
Yeah, of our show.
Let's move on to Dragon Age.
You remember we put Alistair in some fabulous clothing.
Oh my god, I had forgotten all about that.
Removed his nipples.
It's a strong look. He kind of looks like he was working on a Hellraiser cosplay, but then he started changing it into like a Man-at-Arms cosplay halfway through.
Is Hellraiser from Scotland? It seems like it's like, what if I was Hellraiser but also Scottish?
I think the cap is what brings it all together. This ridiculously, like, stupid Man-at-Arms cap, like, whatever.
Truly, it could be a wrestling outfit. It could be something a wrestler wears to the ring. And in fact, I'm sure I've seen something similar.
That's why Alistair starts out so whiny, is because he's a fucking pro wrestler.
How dare you?
Hawkeye, I'm Hellraiser Lander.
What are we doing for stats here?
Don't ask me.
I don't remember if we want dex or not. I don't think we care about dex. I think we
only care about cunning.
We care about cunning up to about like 19 points or so, where we get the last of the persuade things.
Yeah.
And then we don't care
proposal.
about it.
Modest proposal.
Oh my
Put
God.
it all in strength.
No,
Every
strength.
point.
Strength is
Every
the
single
one
point.
attribute we do
Can't be
not
that.
want to raise. Wait,
That's just what they
Why is there-
want you to think. That's what they
Oh my
want you to
God.
think because they're afraid. They're afraid of what a buff mage could do.
Well, no,
what
because-
a buff mage could do to this world.
because one of our specializations that the specialization we're going to pick as soon as we hit level 7, actually here we can see it, is Arcane Warrior, which literally just lets us turn magic into the strength stat for the purposes of like combat and wearing armor and shit. So we do not
Rage.
absolutely do not want to put points into strength of any of
Fucking-
these.
Fucking performance enhancer. Wait, so was that a reference to like the Fallout perk?
Yeah. Do you like that? I
Nice.
did that especially for you nerds, because you're gonna be like, oh,
Deep cut.
no,
Deep
this
cut.
is about Fallout now.
That's especially deep cut because I could not have told you what that perk did.
I do know.
Spell Wisp is nice, but the rest of that tree. Well,
Welcome to our stream. Looking at a
please.
book. Do you like this book? Good, because we're gonna keep looking at it.
We're
Look,
reviewing
it's
this
a
book.
Dragon
It has a
Age
lot
game.
of pages. We're not looking at them in
This
order.
is a mystery.
Oh, we get
because
2
that's
spells
also
this
about looking
level.
at books. But this one is different. It's not the same book.
Can we get some? Oh, by the way, Mumbles, I just wanted to tell you that I was very happy to report that I do not remember one single fucking thing you told me about Ready Player 2. Not one.
Why would
thing.
you say
in
that?
case,
The whole thing got
Ready
deleted.
Player 2 is a novel about a
Yeah?
boy
Oh,
who
Really?
he got Easter eggs inside of an
eggs?
MMO.
Eggs. Oh,
And
really?
he collected enough of them that he became the owner of the MMO.
Oh, it's like Willy Wonka. That's weird. Are there any other
Yes.
references in the book? Because that
Oh
seems like
my
that might be a
goodness.
reference to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Do you like Prince? Prince is in it. Do
Oh.
you like Weeble Wobbles? They don't fall down. Those are
What?
in it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Do you
Mind
like-
Blast.
What
Wait,
the
do you
fuck are you
know?
talking about?
No. Do you not know what Weeble Wobbles are?
No, I have the slightest idea what a Weeble Wobble is.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Rutskarn? Oh my god, it's because you were born in the 90s, right? Were you
Yeah, I
born
have
in the 90s?
1991, yes.
Oh my god. Hold on, let me try to find some. I'm gonna put some in chat. Oh, Weeble Wobbles.
He might get mad.
Sweet,
You'll
sweet
feel
Weeble
bad.
Wobbles. Alright, I'm putting it in chat.
GBDC 99 says the book has 4 references per sentence.
Alright, I apparently got lost in character creation, upgrades, level ups for a minute, and I have no idea what you are all talking about now.
Okay, so there's a book out called Ready Player 2.
You,
Okay.
Josh.
Well, that sounds neat. What's in this book? What's it
That's
about?
what they call it,
In the
unforced error.
first book.
We've
Actually,
literally
I
got backwards.
No, but for real, I couldn't finish it. I got to Prince Planet, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm so sorry. And Nick was like, we're almost done. There's only a little bit more left. And he's like, I'm like, I can't.
That's the case.
So-
Perhaps we should wait for the
But he
Orleans
finished
forces to
it, so
join us after all.
I'll spoil it later after they're done talking.
Oh yeah, it's King Shildu, King Server.
It is not a full notion. Our arguments
I
with
find
your
it interesting
legions
that
are
like a
thing
lot
the
of
past,
the
and you will
armor and the
remember
art
who
style
is
of this
king.
game is very like
How fortunate Marek did not live to see
trending
his
more
son ready
towards
to hand
realism
Ferelden
than
over to
towards,
those who
you know, the
enslaved us for a
fantastical.
century.
And then you just
Yes.
have these
Our cult forces will have
gigantic
to suffice, won't
fucking
they? Are
pauldrons
your men ready for
on
battle?
these
Yeah.
armor
They are, Your
sets.
Majesty.
And this is the
Yeah.
recruit I met
I think that's
earlier on the
because
road.
arm joints are
I
hard.
understand congratulations
Yeah.
are in order.
Shoulders. Also, you know, I never thought about
Every
this,
Grey
but
Warden is needed now.
it
You
is
should be
interesting
honored
how
to
the
join
king
their
looks
ranks.
just like
Your
Alistair.
fascination
Yes.
with glory and legends will be
Like-
your undoing, Kalen.
Yeah.
We
Really
must attend
I mean,
to
yeah,
reality.
exactly. Like, right? But
Fine.
they
Speak
actually
your
do
strategy.
like take care
The
to
Grey
make them
Wardens and I
obviously
draw the
visibly
Darkspawn
related
into
to each
charging
other.
our lines, and then
That must have been a nice day
You
for
will
character
alert the tower
devs.
to light
They're
the
like,
beacon,
we don't have to try very
signaling
hard to
my
change this
men to
person's
charge
face.
from
Yeah, just take
I
Alistair
remember.
and like
This
change
is
the
the Tower of
vertices,
Ishal in the
like 3
ruins,
vertices at random.
Well,
Just
who
like
shall light
Yeah.
the
change the
beacon?
7 into an 8.
I have a
We're
few
done.
men stationed
That was a
there.
nice day
It's
for
not a
them.
dangerous
Give 'em some
task,
nicer
but it
hair.
is vital.
Then we should send our best.
That's like
Send
the
Alistair
Final
and the new
Fantasy
Grey Warden to
characters
make
where,
sure it's
like,
done.
they found out that like the protagonists in 2 different games had the exact same face.
So how do we?
Really?
So they want us to go and do something not at the main battle site. Are we happy about this or upset?
No, we want to be up there. We want to be blood and guts. Want to
We
be
need the
stabbing
beacon.
people with our
Without it,
mage
Logain's
staff.
men won't know when to
Yeah.
charge.
Listen,
Without it, Logain's men won't know when to chart. Well, all right then. If it's that important that Logain
Enough of your
charge,
conspiracy theories, Logan.
I really want to
Grey
stab
Wardens
somebody.
battle the
Let me
blight no
in.
matter where they're
no,
from.
no,
Your
it's very
Majesty,
important.
You should
Listen,
consider the possibility
I
of
worked
the
through a lot of
arts
different
being
battle
revealed.
plans, and this is
There
the
have
only
been no
one that
signs
put
of
all
any
of our
dragons
lives
in
in the
the
hands of
wilds.
Kern Logain.
Yeah,
So,
right.
What your men are
we're
here
doing
for,
it.
Duncan?
I just
I-
want to stab one person.
Yes, Your Majesty.
End of
Your
discussion.
Majesty,
Oh.
the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
magi.
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough.
Ugh.
This plan will suffice.
Why can't they
The
just
Grey
have this old
Wardens
lady
will
go up
light
there and light
beacon.
the tower,
Thank
whatever?
you, Logain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment.
Right?
Yeah.
The Grey
Yeah.
Wardens battle beside the king
yeah,
of
I'm sure we'll
Ferelden to
not run
stem
into
the tide
any,
of
you
evil.
know,
Yes, Kalen.
behind the lines action.
Glorious
Oh
moment.
my
We don't know what
Darkspawn
she's
or
capable
anything.
shot. Like literally, like if you did not have any dialogue whatsoever,
You
if
heard
you
the
saw that shot, you would know
You and
exactly
Alistair
what
will
was
go
going to
the Tower of
happen.
Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
It's completely
I won't be in
unambiguous.
the battle.
Gosh,
This
I
is
hope
by the
this
king's
guy who's our
personal
leader
request,
doesn't
Alistair.
die. I
If the
really
beacon is not
depend on
lit,
him because I've been a
then
Grey
Logain's
Warden
men
for like
won't know
15
when to
minutes.
charge.
Oh, he'll be
Oh, and
fine.
he's-
He needs 2 Grey
Oh, and
Wardens
he's going to
standing
resolve
up
the
there holding
injustice
torches
that has
just in
afflicted our
case.
people and our family. Super.
We have to take him out of that
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 is
armor.
not your
It's
choice.
so
If King
distracting.
Kalen
I
wishes
can't
Grey
stop
Wardens to
looking at
ensure
his
the beacon is
pecs.
lit,
And hey, you
let's
know,
be there.
Duncan,
We must do
definitely make
whatever
sure you
it
don't
takes
tell
to
either of
destroy
us how to actually
Exciting
stop a
or no.
blight and
I
kill
get
an
it, I get
archdemon
it.
before it happens, you know,
Just so you know,
before the battle,
you can
because,
never
you know,
ask
I'm
me.
sure you'll be fine and that won't become a
No,
problem
no.
later on.
Darkspawn.
Grey Wardens don't need a whole lot of direction. It's just, here's a pointy thing. Go stab that dead guy. That's all it is.
I think that this armor design is legitimately onto something.
Yeah. Actually, they have armor like this in Inquisition, one of the DLCs. They have
Me
some
shimmying down the
real,
Darkspawn line.
real revealing
We could kill them
outfits
while they rolled around
for the ladies
laughing.
and the gents. Body
The tower is
paint?
on the other side
Body
of the
paint
gorge from the
armor?
King's camp, the
Oh,
way
yeah.
we
You know
came
what
when
I'm
we
saying.
arrived. You
Yeah.
need
Just
to
like
cross
football
the gorge
hooligan.
and head through the gate and
Yeah,
up to the
all
tower
the way.
entrance. From the top, you'll overlook
They did
the
something like
entire
that in
valley.
Guild Wars, the first one, not the second one. Although maybe in the second
Do
one
you
too.
think? Do you think the people
Um,
who did like Duncan's character design like did it and they're like, well, this is the best design in the fucking game. God, that's a waste.
That's it.
Yeah, nobody's getting that armor set.
Yeah.
That's it.
We will signal you when the time is right.
But
Yeah.
in Guild Wars, both the monk class, which was not a barefisted warrior but was instead the priest like healer class, and the necromancer class had like armor sets that were just basically like you're in underwear and you have tattoos.
Nice.
Oh, Shred Cadmium says just came from a
soil
game
out
of
drawers,
Blood
that's
Bowl. I actually
does,
just
leave it to
today
us.
finished putting
I
together a
want no
halfling
heroics
team.
from either of you.
Just finished assembling it.
What's a
gonna be
Stay
priming
with the
them.
Terran's men and guard the
It's
tower.
okay. A
When
halfling
needed,
is
we will
like
send you.
imagine a person,
Okay.
but worse.
Oh. Like
Yeah.
how, in what direction, up or down?
The battle
Well,
is
okay,
about
the
to
actual
begin.
okay, so in
Once
terms
I
of
leave,
height,
move
downwards,
quickly.
but that's not
You
what
have
I'm
less
talking
than
about.
an
Mostly
hour.
just like in terms of being good at anything.
Of course, even the best laid
why?
plans go awry.
So in
Do
Blood
what you
Bowl,
must.
halflings are the worst
I
team.
trust you both.
Just
They just,
not enough
they
to
just
actually
are.
fight with
They're
the rest.
objectively the worst team. It's not like
There will be plenty
oh they
of
weren't
battles, youngster.
designed or balanced
Keep
well.
Do their
It's like
bones break easier?
yeah, actually,
Then I must
technically
join
yes.
the others. From here, you two
Once
are
I
on your
had
own.
once I had
Remember,
linebacker
you're
die
both Grey Wolves.
because he tried to
I
run
expect
slightly
you
too
to be
far in the
worthy of that
turn.
title.
Oh, okay.
May the Maker watch over you.
Like if you
You
need
just
an
get
extra,
as many as you can, basically.
yeah, but like well on one occasion I actually literally did run out of halflings.
Well, that'll happen if you run them too hard, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can't red line the engine on those guys.
Yeah.
They got a delicate fuel oil balance, particularly oil.
All right, so now we've got Alistair.
Oh yeah, not only. Oh yes, so Shred. Not yes, it is the Skeeters, and in fact, I 3D printed a model specifically to be the manager, who's just like covering his face in anguish and holding a bottle of whiskey.
He has to know what he's in for, though, right?
Yeah, I
Wow,
mean,
that
you know,
sounds like an awesome
the
fucking
story
spell.
when I did an LP with these guys was that he bought the team like to get out from under a gambling debt, but he didn't realize they were halflings because he didn't understand the game or how it works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Josh, why are we looking at this book again? Should I talk about the
God.
book that I read recently? But not-
Yeah, did you read a book about
Please do.
Alistair's upgrade path?
Please do.
Okay.
Let's get the deets.
So, the second book is about how he's in charge of this MMO, and then they get this like thing that you put on your head, and you feel like you're actually inside the MMO. You can taste and touch and feel.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, but turns out that the little thing that goes on your bean can take an exact copy of your entire soul in your brain, and it can make an AI version just by scanning your brain.
What?
Yeah, you can just scan it. So the original creator of the MMO was like, I have this crush on this girl, and she is about to die. So I'm gonna put this circle on her brain and make a copy of her, so she can be an AI in my game forever.
What?
Dun, 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 dun. And so you have to get all these pieces of her, shards, memories as they were, and put them all together, and then it creates her as an AI. And then
that's
she's
crazy.
like, yeah, and then she's like, oh, cool, thanks, I'm alive.
Oh shit!
I'm
We
trying to
got some
strike-
fucking hats.
Nice. I'm trying to strike a
Nice.
really delicate balance whenever you go into a plot synopsis where I'm trying to like stay limber and able to react to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And like maybe even make jokes. But
Hang
Are
on,
you
not
Alistair.
internally
actually
screaming? Are you
No,
internally?
Excellent.
no.
All
what
right.
I'm mostly trying to do is not actually like listen. I'm seeing if I can like work through all of it on a subconscious level while consciously
Where are we going?
That's
I'm
dangerous.
not
Just going
remembering
across the
how
way,
it
right?
works.
That's
Yeah,
dangerous.
Anything else here?
yeah. It
Because
may
the
steal
thing is
stuff?
eventually you won't be able to hear my
Like aside from
voice. You'll
that.
train yourself to not be able to hear it, and then
Oh,
I can say
wild.
whatever I want. Yeah, it's true.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so be careful about that. You don't want to not hear my voice. I have important things to say about your.
Man, it's nuts.
Oh no, it's happening. Oh no.
So, how about these fucking hats?
Yeah,
That's a
what were
terrible
they
hat. I hate it.
thinking with these things? Like, what?
I hate it so. I cannot
Hey,
express.
we want you to make the worst hat you have ever imagined, and then like make 50 of them.
Is this based off of his story, Joshua?
No,
I don't.
It's
Do
know.
not.
hats
I hope
look
not.
like this in history?
no. I could. There's okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're not sleeping
if
anymore.
you went through history, you would find a hat that looks like this but less stupid,
Mm.
somewhere. But the thing is, like, no, it's clearly not like a historical hat. Everything about this that is not historical looks dumber than a historical hat.
Oh man, Moth in our chat likes
Look
the
at-
hat.
Look at how close those archers are standing together. They can't draw like that.
I also just really like the one who has the skirt.
Hey Moth, did you make that dumb hat? It's dumb. Nice dumb hat, bud. Unless you actually did, I'm so sorry. It's great.
I mean, what if the developer who made the ads shows up in the chat?
He's like, oh wow, someone is playing my game, Dragon Age Origins. I made all of the hats for it. Yes, I'll watch. Oh no.
Why do
Rebels, do
only
you
some of
remember-
these people have helmets in this cutscene? Why is everybody like wearing ridiculous mismatched shit?
Do you remember when you showed up? I'm just gonna go ahead and guest drunk to a anti-paladin stream chat, and the first thing you said was, "Lol, Runsguard, nice sweater. Did you take that from an old cat lady?" And I was like, actually, no. My girlfriend Jin just got done doing it for me, sitting right here.
Oh god. I'm so sorry. I was just trying to be a dick.
It's interesting that you say that, because what you said immediately was, "I'm not sorry."
I'm a different person now. That literally made me want to.
What was that expression? What the
I'm just gonna leave now. I'm so sorry. I must leave.
It's fine. No worries. She
my God.
she thought it was funny. She
No.
thought it was better.
It's not okay. Oh god. God, I was such a dick. Just to be funny is the worst part, is that I would just be a dick to be funny.
Oh, it was funny.
Oh god.
So this sequence is probably the most Lord of the Rings this game ever gets.
Thank God. Lord of the Rings is
Oh,
so
let's just send some dogs at it. Whatever.
Oh no! Leave the doggies alone. No, my Marlboros. My Marlboros.
My Marlboros.
No, don't. You just standing up. I can't watch
mean,
stuff
you
like
know,
this anymore.
In like a medieval warfare, it doesn't actually make any sense, but it's, you know.
Yeah, let's charge away from our fortifications.
Here's the thing, I think the only reason it bugs me at all that this is like batshit insane medieval style, God, those hats are terrible. Batshit insane medieval style tactics
So
is because this is like, this game takes so many measures to like
Let's not
seem
cross the
gritty and
bridge
realistic.
instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad they stopped doing that after this game. They honestly did. They're like, you know what? Glowing crystals. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck it.
I suppose in their defense, a lot of their inspiration at this point was, you know, the only 4 or 5 years old Lord of the Rings movies, right? And they didn't do battle stuff in those movies particularly well either. So, I mean, there weren't really
you know what I think it
formations
was?
a lot.
The pivot from this game to Dragon Age we know now, I honestly think it was just people's reactions to Varric's chest hair. I think that's what changed everything for everybody. They released a model of Varric before Dragon Age 2 came out. Everybody was attracted to him, and from that point on, now we have the Dragon Age we know and love now. That's what I really think.
So chest hair
Like,
created
100%.
Dragon Age Inquisition,
Yes.
basically.
Not only is that, do I find that 100% plausible, but like good?
Yes, I
Can
know.
you imagine the dark timeline where they didn't have anything they were trying to do with Dragon Age Inquisition?
Oh, I know. Now it's like, are you horny for medieval times? Because we are too.
Medieval times!
Oh, so did you guys watch the trailer for the new Dragon Age last night?
I did.
There's a trailer for a new Dragon Age?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, dude.
Wild. That'd be a good thing
no.
to. a good thing
Mumbles,
to
you
look
spoke
up.
the forbidden words.
Oh
That'd be a
no.
good thing to look into before I came to a Dragon Age stream.
Oh no. I spoke the forbidden words and made the game crash.
Dragon Age
What?
sequel.
Be
You're
back
like,
in a second,
oh.
guys.
Oh, you guys like chest hair? Oh, my bad. There's none of that in here, so might as well just crash the game.
We have removed all chest hair from all
Oh,
BioWare
you don't
properties.
like our battlements? You don't like our hats? It's over. No more game. No more game for you. Anyway.
All right.
Maybe
well,
when Red Sky comes back, he'll have watched the trailer. We'll just wait.
I'm back. I
Okay.
did watch the trailer.
What are you talking about?
I don't know if I completely understood it, but maybe you can explain some things to me, because I'm not really up on the Dragon Age lore and everything.
I also
we have
don't
to get
quite
to the
understand.
Okay.
Light it ourselves.
Okay, well, here's the first stuff. So,
Okay.
like, what is the Oasis?
A what?
Like, you put on the headset and you go into
it's
the
a
Oasis.
British
Like,
band.
and then what happens? Like, is you like traveling to a different world, or how does that work?
You are listening. Oh, that's good.
Oh shit. I remember this fight being weirdly a slog, but I don't remember why.
Well, the
Oh,
inside of the
combat is a
tower is a
slog.
little mini dungeon.
Fair.
Also that.
Also, I just
Just
hit most
wait
of the
until
team
we
with
get
a
to the
fireball.
deep roads. Deep roads. We're going to the deep
Oh,
roads.
we are so far away from the deep roads right now.
Deep roads.
In anticipation of the deep roads, I have looked up every single archaic role-playing game systems, combat, two-hit, determination method.
I'm gonna get so drunk when we do the deep roads. Every time I'm gonna figure out some deep roads drinking rules.
Oh god.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna get so fucked up.
We're
You
gonna play
gonna
a
hold
deep
me to
roads
those? 'Cause I don't wanna
drinking
die.
role-playing game,
Oh
Deep and
my
D.
god. That sounds amazing! Deep roads! Woo!
I mean, we should definitely do all the deep roads in one shot. Like just
Yeah.
a
It's gonna be more than
12-hour
one shot,
stream,
Josh.
you know. Let's do it.
It's gonna be a whole bottle of Grey Goose.
Well, yes, but I mean, how big's your shot glass?
I mean, it depends. What is a shot glass?
My
You know
shot
what I mean?
glass is a 1.75 milliliter empty bottle of vodka that I can fill up with whatever I want.
Hell yeah. No, we're talking. Oh, that sounds fun. How quickly can we get through the deep roads?
The last time I did this game, I think it took me about 12 hours total.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Is that a real number, or were you fucking around?
No, he's accurate.
No, I was... that's a real number. It is really that long. It's actually probably longer than that, but...
What the fuck?
Yeah, for some people it's like 30 hours.
What the fuck?
No, it's not. It's not a fucking joke, Red Scar. And the deep road shit is like a real criticism of this game. It's ridiculous.
It's
like-
such a criticism of the game that they talk about how it's bad in other games. There are lines of dialogue that Varric says where he's like, I fucking hate the deep roads. Like, it exists.
I for a second I thought you were talking about like I don't know, fucking like a Ghost of Tsushima, like you're talking to an NPC. He's like, by the way, do you remember the fucking deep roads? God, I hate the deep roads. otherwise a 9 out of 10 game. Really love romancing Alistair, but the deep roads? Fuck.
Yeah.
We should
I can't promise I can be drunk for 12 hours and awake for most of it, just so you guys know.
I think that the best thing to do with the deep road streams is just to fall asleep. Both
Yes.
you and I just both like go to bed.
Yes.
And Josh will play the bad game.
I'll set up a cot next to my computer, Josh, and I will fall asleep, and I'll wake up periodically and be like, are you still deep roads? And he'll be like, yes. And I'm like, okay, good night.
I've never had a stream with a body count before. This will be interesting.
Yes.
Alright, so there's... I want to say there's 3 levels to this tower. Let's have a look at the... It's just... Oh, jeez. Oh, okay,
I weirdly
we
remember
resisted
this
the fireball.
room,
That's
like
good.
these 2 fiery barriers.
Alright, let's...
This
Fireball
was
these
before-
motherfuckers.
See, the problem with this game was that it came out before I became a genius, and like set the difficulty on all of these kinds of games to like extremely baby easy.
Mm-hmm.
This was back when I would like play it on normal or God forbid hard.
Oh, God.
And I don't know why, but normally like Like, I really got into the combat in games like Baldur's Gate, but for some reason, every single one of these, like, top-down 3D action RPG games, I've actually just never once enjoyed the combat gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, even
Hey,
Mass
buddy,
Effect, I
go-
couldn't stand Mass
Go
Effect's
fight these
gameplay.
guys. So they stop shooting at me.
Well, it's because you were playing the wrong class.
That is true. That is true, yes.
You have to play at the best class to play in Mass Effect is Technician, not the first game, God forbid, but the second and third game. If you play Technician, you can have a little droid, and so you just do your little droid, and then you have wizard powers as well, so you can throw fire and ice at people.
You know, I took our seasons of 2 and 3 as an excuse not to actually play the game.
Yeah,
I haven't actually, I've still never even booted up like 2 or 3.
that's fine.
Yeah. I think probably there's like, if I was gonna try to play some of Bethesda's, or some, yeah, BioWare's back catalog, I'd probably like try Jade Empire and stuff.
Oh, Jade Empire is not as good.
Is it like?
Back me up
But
on this,
what if you
Josh.
got it on a tablet instead? Because you could do that. Are any of these guys thieves?
I tried playing Icewind Dale on a tablet, and I thought that was gonna be like the killer app. Like I can play Icewind Dale anywhere I want. But then I realized that like you really want to have a mouse when you play that game.
Yeah.
You really don't want to be playing that game with your finger.
Think about Jade Empire is that like it's if you just want to play a role-playing game and you just want it to be different from like medieval or space or whatever, then it's good. I just found it to be kind of a slog. Like I just felt like there's just so much stupid combat I didn't care about, and the character stuff was kind of lacking for me personally. So I feel like Jade Empire is a little overrated.
That's reasonable. I mean, I guess it like all of its high ratings are kind of retroactive. People didn't seem to like it
Yes.
much when it came out.
Yeah, and you have to remember a lot of these games that are like beloved by nerds, I played in my 20s or in my 30s because I was a Nintendo kid and then my dad had an Apple, so I didn't really have access to like, you know, Deus Ex, for example, or KOTOR I didn't play till I was in my 20s, so.
Yeah. That's yeah.
I mean, was KOTOR ever held out as a shining example of good gameplay?
No, but a good game, I think.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people love it.
Yeah, KOTOR was like my game of the year once I finally had a computer that could play it.
Yeah, I agree. KOTOR was pretty cool. It's just like I never really felt like the gameplay had anything to do with why that was. Oh, we're fighting other guys.
That's true.
Oh.
There's other guys over there, Josh. Watch out.
I was like, why am I fighting these guys with just one other person? Did everybody else take a lunch break? No.
They're like,
they're
okay, man,
fighting
you
other
guys take
guys.
care of that. You're all alone, but you can do it. I don't know. I think that a lot of old role-playing games suffered from combat. I don't think that a lot of them had really good combat. They just had really awesome stories. And in fact, I feel like a lot of the combat and systems got in the way of people playing them now, retroactively.
Yeah.
Oh boy, do I miss AoE loot.
Go
AoE never really stopped meaning Age of Empires to me.
What?
The game Age of Empires.
Oh,
I grew up playing that and not like MMOs and stuff. So
I was talking about like looting in an area when you touch a corpse.
You just read past it. Yeah.
That's
Anything else in here? No.
Serana says, I feel that. I still think WC is Wing Commander. What else is WC? I don't know if I have any associations with that acronym.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Water closet.
I wish
those guys are.
Oh,
pictures.
right.
Whoops.
Well, there's also Warcraft. Sure.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we don't really use
Hi,
the term
everybody.
water closet in our neck of the woods.
What is a water closet?
Toilet.
Oh.
It's a closet
Like
where
the
you put water.
mini toilet or where you keep it?
I believe. Okay, so I think it is the actual toilet itself. Technically.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
It is also just like can be the bathroom itself.
I see.
So, you notice the name of these guys here? Genlock.
Yeah.
Well, on the topic of words that I have associations with other things on, Rooster Teeth did a 3D web series called Genlock, and I always think of this fucking game when I hear that name.
The red versus blue
Wow.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, they had
When was that? Oh, that was like last year, wasn't
What are
it?
the Darkspawn doing ahead of the
Yikes.
rest of the Horde?
Yeah.
There wasn't supposed to be any resistance.
Not a
here.
good time to be a member of Rooster Teeth.
Right, because
God,
clearly this
that
is all just
fucking
a
outfit.
misunderstanding. We'll
I
laugh
think the
about
thing
it
that
later.
actually gets me
But
is just
anyway,
like the
we need to
white
hurry.
streaks in the
We need
fur.
to get up to the top of the tower.
Yeah,
I'd
what are
like to
those?
see
Are those
the fire in
teeth?
time.
Those are teeth.
Yeah.
They're
Game will be waiting for
definitely
the signal.
little teefies.
I like the idea of turning Alistair, the dude who was complaining that Morrigan was a witch, into the most witch person in the party permanently.
Hell yeah.
Why are these ceilings so fucking gigantic for these towers? Like, what the fuck were they thinking? Oh, what if we built a cathedral and then we built another cathedral on top of that and then another cathedral on top of that and that was our tower?
Towards the end of college, I was in a group where the thing we did was we had a group of Dungeons and Dragons characters, and like this is a group of people who don't normally play D&D, but we would like play various modules that were kind of designed for various like game day events and stuff that did not make much sense and weren't very well thought through. And my favorite one was one which had like a giant cavern area where like there's a bunch of guys in an underground facility they've built for like holding prisoners, and in this facility is just like a cavernous room with like a 100-foot high ceiling and like a 100-foot wide hall that's like 800 feet long or something.
Okay.
And it's all underground, so they had to like excavate all of this. And there's a trap in the middle of the room where if you step on it, it makes the entire ceiling cave in.
That's bad.
Yeah. And it's just like, that's my gold standard of like, why did they make it like this?
Well, just in case, you know?
Just in case.
Just in case.
Look at me, I can fire a ballista backwards. Oh. Wait, hang on, this is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you, man.
Semi-automatic ballistic brat.
All I'm doing is hitting my own team. I need to move my hotbar around. Alright. Let's deal with this shit. You, this way.
Are those temporary party members?
Yes. No, you don't remember the riveting story of Tower Guard and Soldier?
Soldier
Okay.
here? Oh, wow. You see him later in the other games.
Yeah. He doesn't have his rocket launcher yet.
Yeah.
Smartasses.
Look, you set it up.
Yes. So you think elves called it elf root or what?
Oh man, how do you think it got its name? Was it because some humans saw an elf making juice out of it?
They're like,
"Oh."
shit.
Does
They
it
just
have
like kind of, they like hold their hand up near their face and point at it, like
Wait.
looking really dumb, and they're just like, that's elf root.
I'm looking it up to see if
Common
the
name
leaves
for
look like ears.
Canaveris.
Oh, the leaves do
This-
look like elf ears.
Wow, that's fucking hella busted.
That is quite racist, humans. How dare you?
According to the lore in the game here, they got the name because people collect it and then trade it to the Dalish. Or no, the Dalish collect it and trade it to outsiders. Okay.
Okay, I guess, yeah, sure.
The other way around. Okay.
It should really, like, if you're an elf, though, it should be called something else in your inventory.
I mean, one of the benefits of this hat is no one can tell we're an elf now, because Why would we want our ears
Who
out?
has pointy ears? Not me.
Yeah.
I'm pointy ear free.
I'm stuck on a corpse.
Like the teeth at the top of this hat, I can't take my eyes away from them.
It's
like,
like, oh
you know
my
what
god,
this
it's
hat
a
looks like?
Half-Life barnacle.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Upside
it looks
down.
Like wearing a Half-Life barnacle on our head.
Can we grapple to the ceiling with that?
That would be amazing. Actually, that would just like I really want to meet a guy in Half-Life Alyx 2 or whatever who just like wears a barnacle on his head, and when he needs to make a quick getaway, he just like slaps it and it fires something.
Morgan says something
Tendril.
annoying, and you're just like, I'm out of here. And just like,
He's so proud.
just ascend to the ceiling.
It's just like winching you upwards.
Oh my god, I love it.
Remember that like it's an item in I think Opposing Force.
Yeah.
Like barnacle, you can have like one on your hand and use it to grappling hook to places.
Yeah, they added it into Black Mesa.
Yeah, I saw it in Half-Life, but the AI is self-aware. Where Sweet Benry's from. Our sweet Benry.
I've seen some of that. That's really funny.
It's really good. Sometimes it gets yelly, but most of the time it's good. Look, Gordon, ropes.
This guy doesn't have his passport.
Sweet voice.
Logain better be ready to charge as soon as.
Oh no, okay, there's 4 levels to this tower actually. Alright, awesome. Pile of bones. What? How do they have this much time to set up all this shit? Like, they turned it into a fucking party here.
Yeah,
and
why was this their priority?
The battle started like 10 minutes ago.
You know what? I feel that energy. I respect it. Like, you know,
You just get lost in your work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, are you decorating right now? We do not have time for this.
It's my craft.
Oh, hello.
These bodies are gonna go really bad really soon. Like once the flies get to these, they're not gonna look good as
It's my
centerpieces.
art.
Come on!
Oh, look what you did, Redscarn.
Oh boy.
You did this. You're making fun of their art.
Oh, you're doing too well with aiming those Oh wait, no. Okay.
We're okay.
We're back. I guess it alt
Hey.
tabbed?
Okay, well that's better.
How long
Yep,
have we
no,
been on
no,
this tutorial?
Don't do that. No, okay.
Is this a 10-hour
No, don't.
tutorial?
No, what's happening?
Let's see, we've been
There's this
playing
fucking
for
thing
like,
in the way here.
this is probably about our 5th hour of the game.
How much more? I guess there's more tower. How far are we
God
through
damn
this
it.
tower, Josh?
Oh,
This
God.
is the
Are
second
we
to
almost
last
there
level.
yet?
Almost certainly.
Wait a minute. We've been oh my god.
What?
It just clicked that like if we were doing the deep roads and we'd started with the deep roads, we would not even be done with the deep roads right now.
Oh no,
Not
we would
even
be nowhere
close.
even close. We would be less
Yeah.
than halfway through at
Oh,
best.
sweet Rustguard. Sweet, innocent Rustguard. You don't know. You don't know the deep roads. You have no idea. You hear it's bad and you're like, it can't be that bad. Oh, buddy.
Here's what I think my problem was. I thought every combat section of this game was a slog. So I probably just like did not process the deep roads as being particularly separate.
There's something about it. I can't really explain why it's worse. It just
No, so
it breaks you.
the problem with the deep roads is you spend 15 hours in Dwarven Land already, and then you
Yes.
go to the deep roads and spend 15 hours in the deep roads. You get to the end of the dungeon, and you know there's an extra section
to
at
look
the
at.
end of the deep roads that like kind of dovetails back into the
Yeah, and you forget,
dwarf land.
and you have to make really important decisions.
Yeah.
But that was your knowledge of those important decisions were 15 hours ago, and so you're like, I
Yeah,
don't
that wasn't a
know.
great one.
Sure, she can do the thing with the stone. I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. I don't know.
that.
And then they're like, you idiot! She can't do that with a stone. You stupid! Now everything's broken.
It'd be really funny to have like a 200-page fantasy novel where the protagonist like sets out on an important quest to like deliver a message or do something important in the council or something, but like all 200 pages are just them like in this intractable battle against impossible odds, and by the time they get there at the end, they're just like, "Fuck it, I don't care. I don't remember what was happening."
What is this? What was I supposed to remember? I don't remember.
Something about finding an egg or finding lots of eggs.
I put them together so I win the game. I don't know.
Is there a company?
Uh.
Goonies never say something. I don't know.
Goonies don't know. I don't. Pretty in Pink.
Oh, there are
Pretty
dogs.
in Pink.
Why are there dogs here? I
don't know,
think these
we
were
should-
supposed to
We
help
should pull
us.
the dog lever.
But we.
Pull the lever.
Pull the dog lever.
Boy, we were making fun of the people who like put in the sloppy party decorations with the entrails, but I want to talk to the person who like got up under the flagstones with their like rooted out all the grout, installed a complex series of clockwork gears, and troubleshot it until pulling the lever opened all of the cages simultaneously on the dog thing that they have. I guess those could be our dog cages, but why are they just like out in the middle of the floor?
I used to do dog sitting, and the worst ones were the people who had more than one dog. The people, for some reason, had like 3 to 4 dogs, and so and so then you have to like deal with all of them, or worse yet, you have to sleep over at their house, and they apparently are fine with their dogs laying on them all over, just giant, like 150-pound dogs laying on you while you try to sleep. I didn't know about this.
That happened to me when I was a kid. I was at a friend's house for a sleepover, and we were like, you know, he had a big family and there weren't enough beds, so we were in the living room in sleeping bags. And in the middle of the night, their, like, you know, 60-pound husky comes over and just, like, starts laying on me, and I'm, like, retreating down into the sleeping bag, and then I realize I'm stuck in the sleeping bag, and the dog's on the other end, and I'm like, get off!
He suffocated you. And
And then I died, and that was the end.
A good rule of thumb is to never let a small dog do anything that a large dog shouldn't do. But also a good rule of thumb is not to let a large dog do something a large dog shouldn't do.
I know. This one family had all large dogs, and you had to take them on walks separately because they weren't trained, like, to take walks good. So they took walks bad. And you couldn't control all 3 at the same time, so they had to be walked separately. It was wild.
Right.
I love that, like, they approach and then immediately get, like, blasted past me with a fucking fireball. Now, let's see.
I've been playing late game Inquisition lately, and if you become a Rift Mage, you can pull everybody into the center, and then you can smash them with a giant fist, and then you can light them on fire, and then just let that process happen all over again. Just over and over. Like, they're immobile. It's one of the funniest things to me.
Okay. I'm gonna make a proper save here, because I think we are at the top now.
Let's get to the top!
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's Shrek.
Oh.
Every time I see this design, I notice something new about it. Not necessarily good.
So the thing with Darkspawn is that they're, like, mutated, like, normal people, right? And I think ogres are supposed to be Kunari.
Kunari, yeah. That makes sense.
But the thing is, they hadn't developed the Kunari look very far in this game, so they just look like big humans, but this ogre has like the Kunari horns that you see in the later games. So I don't know, like if that was like a...
They probably just wanted a big old demon darkspawn. That's not their fault.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a big old demon in their bad guy.
I wonder if it was like a... you know, they weren't really happy with the way the Kunari looked in this game, and they were like, oh, you know, the ogre has some pretty cool looking fucking horns. Or if it was like, we wanted to do them with the horns, but we couldn't figure it out because of hats or something, and, you know, you wouldn't want to offend the guy who made all the hats.
You know, the thing that...
soldier.
The thing about Dragon Age that ultimately left me feeling a little bit cold was... Especially in the first game. I don't know about the other games. The first game, it had this vibe where it was like, oh, this ain't like your dad's standard fantasy. We're kind of doing it our style. But then it seems like their style was basically just to like ultimately arrive at the exact same things every other fantasy has, but call them something different. Like, they're not orcs, they're darkspawn, and they have etc. And like, yeah, they have a different backstory, different lore and stuff, but they have the same effect. They have the same function in the story as just like Lord of the Rings orcs.
I'll never forget, I took a fantasy writing class just on a whim once, and one of the guys who was in the class said that no one should name things after names that are in Lord of the Rings. So he thought you can't use the word elf, you can't use the word like, I don't know, whatever, Gandalf is a wizard. Can't use that. Gotta find a new name.
Was this person teaching the class?
No, it was just a very loud, stupid man.
Okay, so that's yeah. I mean, that is to be expected in a fantasy writing class, I guess, like a certain amount of that.
So my point is I bet that there's people who are really into fantasy who think like, if you write fantasy, it can't resemble the great Tolkien because then you're just copying. There's enough elves out there.
Yeah, Tolkien, famous for inventing elves.
I know. The most... he was the one, you know?
Yeah, he did kind of invent orcs.
The first elf. Tolkien.
Is an intrinsic part of the Christmas backstory.
That's right.
Oh no!
Santa Claus was like, "How am I
Tower Guard, no!
How am I going to get all these children their toys?"
Real elves are tall. Fake elves are small.
Oh, Soldier's getting his really cool moment where he phases halfway through the orc and stabs him with a mace in the back of the back.
Yikes!
Oh god! That's...
And then he just stands there like that.
Yikes!
Yeah!
So what? I'm sorry.
There's a big
really
puddle
curious.
of blood.
What was the bona fides of the person teaching that class?
What do you mean?
Like okay, like were they like a writing teacher normally, or like what got them from like I like fantasy to I'm teaching a fantasy writing class?
She was my age and she had written a couple short stories.
Okay, I mean, hey,
that's it. That's all it was.
Like
I mean,
short stories, or
just nope, never heard of them, never seen them published.
Alright, well.
Like I said, I took this. It was an online class. I took it as a whim, so it was probably my bad.
It sounds fun, like, you know. It was probably a good choice. It's just like I'm just thinking to myself, like, God, number one, I would not like.
What about the king? Should we not?
I'm willing to bet that like 9 out of 10 people who would want to teach a fantasy writing class should not be teaching a fantasy writing class.
Oh no, Logain's not doing what he's supposed to.
Pull out, all of you. Let's move.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Why are the gauntlets of those soldiers different from the rest of their armor?
I don't know, but like, I'm really enjoying Logain's just kind of like chill look of pleasure.
He's
Just like yes, very satisfying.
Adam is barely 3D says, I don't think I ever got a single glitch in my playthrough. How did this happen? Well,
get out of here, Adam. Get out of here.
I don't know if you've met me, but I do tend to have this effect on video games.
Oh boy, do you ever.
Yeah. I'm just jealous.
Oh, look, it's one of those
honestly.
things.
This is one of the glitchiest games I've ever played, and I don't get nearly as many that Josh gets. Oh, he's gonna get eaten.
Oh no. Actually, that would be a legitimately terrible way to die, is getting crushed so you can't breathe in your own armor.
Yeah.
Yep. I'd rather get my head bitten off.
Man, a random guard killed one of those things. What is this guy's problem?
Yeah, what the hell? Come on. Soldier was strong enough to beat him.
Oh, so much blood. Oh, it's just coming out like a fucking like a sprinkler system.
Oh god.
Oh, dude. Oh man.
This is why
Bloody.
blood magic is invented, because there's just blood everywhere.
It's like it's the natural resource of realm.
There's blood everywhere. Why not be a mage? Why not be a blood mage? It's everywhere. It's literally everywhere.
Like coming back home, just like absolutely spritzed head to toe with like a thin layer of blood. It's like, what happened? Oh, some dude like got a paper cut at the fucking supermarket.
Oh, blood.
Oh no. Oh, Duncan is angry, and now he's dead.
Bye, bud. Loved you.
Oh god, we just like ate 4 arrows.
Oh shit, we're dead too. End of game.
Yeah,
Cool
all
game,
right.
everybody.
Let's come back next week for Dragon Age 2.
Just cuts to the credits, and over the credits is just a flashing message saying, "You got wrecked by Logain." Haha, fuck
Your
you.
eyes finally open.
Oh, check out
Mother should
our
be pleased.
little outfit. Why are we wearing a shirt?
Why did she take her hat off?
Yeah, what the hell?
That is a dumb hat.
It's like a hennin, but that they specifically put things to
I
get
am
caught
Morrigan,
on like
lest
the
you have
furniture.
forgotten, and we are in
Oh,
the wild,
God.
where I am bandaging your wounds.
Hey,
you
bud.
are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
Spidey's here, everybody.
Oh, hello, Spidey.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call.
I
What
can't
is
actually.
important?
But
read
did
the
they save
subtitles right now.
Soldier?
The man who was to respond to your signal.
I'm just gonna
quit
assume that
the field.
Morgan's being
The
condescending.
Darkspawn
Well,
won your
we have
battle.
our
Those
back
he
looks
abandoned
amazing.
were
Yeah,
It's
like
just
for having
Your
just
friend.
taken like 4
He's not taking it
arrows, we looked
God.
pretty okay.
What's our skincare? What's our workout routine? Wow.
Yeah, like no back knee or anything either.
No, it's beautiful.
dead.
Good job,
Your
us.
friend has
Yeah.
veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire.
Okay, bud. Come on.
Mother asked to see you when
Come
you
on in.
awoke.
Come on. There you go.
Yes, but I expect you should be
Whoa.
fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
I do think it's interesting that they made
He
the very
is,
like
as you are. I
distinct
suppose
choice
it
to
would
give
be
us
unkind to
all like
say
a
he has
neck to
been
give every
childish.
naked character and like every naked man character in this game a necklace.
Well, because that's how they fit the head onto the
What?
the torso. That's the seam.
What?
Oh yeah.
What
Yeah,
doing?
I mean,
I do not know.
That
she rarely
blew
tells
my
me her
fucking
plans.
mind, Josh. Holy shit.
See, I
No! Why did you say that?
can't tell if you're being sarcastic right now.
it's a
I'm
thing if
so
somebody
serious. No.
if somebody takes off our necklace, our head just fucking rolls off.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah,
god, I
it's
know,
like
right?
Like a creepypasta.
Josh, are you being serious?
Yeah,
Is that
no,
for
that's
real?
that's real.
Oh no, I hate it so much.
I do not know. Take your time.
Oh. I can't stop looking at it.
We are
Oh,
safe
no.
for the moment.
At least
Mother's
they
magic
have it
keeps
where
the
the
Darkspawn
textures
away.
generally
Once you
match up and it
leave,
doesn't
tis
look too
Why?
much like a
what
seam.
will
No,
happen. The horde has
Why?
moved
Why
on,
is that a
so
thing that
you
happens?
might
Can't they
avoid it.
just not do that?
I mean, presumably at some point they figured out how to not do that because they don't do that in the next games.
I hate it so
She
much.
turned into a giant
Oh.
bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you. Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Cyrus.
Josh once again ruins a video game for a moment.
It's the same video game as the last time.
Oh my god, I'm just sitting here just thinking about it. I hate it.
It's just how it be in Thedas.
I do not know who
Oh,
this
no.
Logain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it. I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would
So
have
the game
rescued
hasn't
your
quite
king.
opened up
A
yet,
king
but
would be
we're
worth a
on the
much higher
way.
ransom than you. Who says
It's
I
like
would
you do
ransom for
this, and then
coin?
there's like a linear
Gold has
sequence
its
where there's like a
uses, I
town you
suppose,
have to
but
go to that
power
has Sten
buys
in it,
far
right?
more.
Yes, and Liliana.
And Liliana, and then
I
after that
agree.
you can kind of just like
This time
explore
you
your own
speak with
pace.
Mother,
What
then
is
be on your
Sten?
way.
What is he, a golem?
No, he's a Kunari.
What? But
Yeah.
he doesn't look like one.
Yeah, well, it's like I was saying, they hadn't figured out the Kunari look quite
It's like the
properly
Klingon.
yet. Yeah.
Like Klingons used to look like regular old humans, maybe just a little different. Not even.
Why would you give me my hat back, Morgan? What the hell?
Sten's actually probably one of the most interesting characters in this game, like as far as party members go.
I have no memory of him, so I'm excited to see. I don't know why I have no memory of him.
Yeah. I remember really enjoying conversations with Sten because he's like
You must speak
he's
to
like
Mother,
kind of
then be
one of the
gone. You
rare
have an army of
examples
dogs
of like
going
a
to
video
avoid, and it
game
would be
character
best
who
to
I
get
really
understood.
like do not agree with ideologically. Like we're not on the same page,
I-
but like I
You're
enjoy
welcome.
kind of the way
Though
that
Mother
he's
did
different.
most of the work.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am no healer.
I feel that way about Sarah in
I will
the
stay
Inquisition. Like,
and
she's
make
wrong
something
about
to
a lot
eat.
of things, but I just like hanging out with her. She's my bud.
Buddy time.
Bud time. Oh, Spidey.
See,
At least Alistair
here is
still
your
has
fellow
his
Grey
clothes.
Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive.
What if like just every time he goes away and comes back, like
For sure.
the neckline just goes down another quarter of an inch?
I'm cool with that.
I think it's not so much that as like also just the cords that are kind of like taut wrapped around the biceps
If it weren't for
that are doing it.
Mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do
Oh,
not
yeah.
talk about me as if
That's
I am
weird.
not present, lad.
It looks
I didn't
like a
mean-
little bit like
But
what
do we call
I
you? You've never
understand a
told us
pro
your name.
wrestling outfit to look
Name's
like.
pretty, but
Well,
useless.
you can't have
chastened
the
folk
little
call
strings
me
around your
Flemeth.
arm
I suppose
because
it will
that
do.
will get caught in
The
everything.
Flemeth?
You will fuck
Right.
up.
From the legend.
Right, that does seem bad.
Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
God, it's wow. Like everything about that outfit is like at once it's really really good and really really bad.
Yes.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a really cool design was recreated using like the Spore
We cannot have all the Grey
outfit
Wardens
design
at once, can we?
system.
Someone has to
Oh my
deal
God.
with these dark spawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight.
It's crazy how
Changed
different
when I wasn't looking.
Flemeth looks from the next game forward.
She gets so hot. She's a
Yeah.
hot mama.
Oh, do they make Flemeth hot?
Oh,
Is that a thing?
she gets so
I mean, in
hot.
this game, I don't even know if she has a unique model. Like, it looks like
I don't
just
think
like
so.
generic, like, face settings.
Oh wow, huh? Yeah.
She is hot. She's got boobies. Her boobies look real nice.
If you think small numbers
I'm looking at the
make
picture
you
of her
hopeless,
face here,
you are already
and I was like,
defeated.
oh yeah, that is a very
But we were
attractive
fighting
older
the
lady.
Dark
And then he
Spawn.
said
The
that,
king
and
had
I'm
nearly
like,
defeated them.
how does that
Why would
face
Logan
go
do
with
this?
that?
Now that
No.
is a good question. Men's
It's
hearts
hot.
hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver.
Oh, yeah, I
Perhaps
heard
he
about
doesn't
I see what
that.
you
see
mean.
the evil
Aware.
behind it
We're
is
aware.
the true threat.
The arts.
It's kind of like,
I just I don't know. It's whatever. I just think that that guy like kind of lost it and just I don't know. Whatever. But the truth is now I have a hard time doing the romances. And funnily enough, was just trying to do an Inquisition romance with Cullen, and everything that could go wrong with that run through went wrong. Everything.
It is
And so I
said
just
long
deleted
ago.
it.
The
I just
Maker
like
sent the
this
old
is bad.
gods of the
This is
ancient
cursed.
Winter Imperium to slumber in prisons
What,
deep
working out?
beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn.
I forgot
Leave
that
one,
she
huh?
just
History
drops
says
this
it's a
whole
fearsome
concept
and
so early
immortal
on.
thing, and only
Of
fools
what?
ignore
That
history.
the archdemons are old gods.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought in the later games it's sort of just a theory,
I am just
I
an old
guess.
woman who
But she
lives
can
in
turn
the
into a
wild.
dragon, and
I
spoiler
know
alert,
nothing
she's
of
a fucking
lights
old
and
god.
darkness.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
whatever Logain's insanity, he
Which, I
obviously
mean,
thinks the Darkspawn are a minor
that does a
threat.
lot
We
to
must warn
raise and
everyone
lower
this
her
isn't the case.
credibility on this
And
issue,
who
doesn't
will
it?
believe you?
Yeah.
Unless you think to convince
Like, if an
this
ancient,
low-grade
powerful
of
thing
his
tells you
mistake.
that it's a
He
god,
just betrayed his own king.
like,
If Al Eamon knew what he did at Ostergard,
Well,
he would be the first to call for his
The
execution.
other thing is that they may not have been gods. They might have just been ancient elves
I
who
suppose.
have the most money, essentially.
Al Eamon wasn't
So,
at Ostergard. He still has all his men.
It's all
And he was
very
Kaelin's
murky.
uncle.
I
so
don't think
they're
I
either
got it.
gods or
He's a good man,
billionaires.
respected in the
No,
landsmen.
seriously. I mean, it
course.
was all
We could
of
go to Redcliffe
the
and appeal to
gods
him
that
for
the
help.
jailers remember. Solus describes them as you would describe someone who has a lot of money who hurts other people while they
Jarl
have a
would
lot of
never do
money.
what Taylor Logan
So,
did. I know him too
It's
well.
kind of the same
I still
deal.
don't know if Al
did I
Eamon's
tell you
help
guys?
would be enough.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do we trust
The
Solus?
Darkspawn
I don't know.
war
Probably
bonds.
not. Anyway, go ahead.
Did I tell you guys about the complete
Of
book of
course.
elves?
The treaties.
Yikes, no. Do
Grey
I want to hear
Wardens
this?
Can demand
Does it
aid from
involve
dwarves, elves,
an
mages, and
MMO
other
that you
places?
can
They're
win
obligated to help us during
by
the blight.
collecting
I may
Easter
be
eggs?
old, but dwarves,
It does go
elves,
somewhere kind of funny.
mages, This
Okay.
Al Eamon, and
What was
who
the question?
knows what
I-
else. This sounds like an army.
The
to
complete
me.
book of elves.
Oh,
I've done this on
Go to
spoiler warning at
Redcliffe
some
and these
point.
other places.
Redscar, you know that thing we were
build an
talking about
army.
earlier where, like, if you try to ignore something long enough, people just can't hear your voice anymore? I think Josh did that to you. So,
Yes.
I'm focusing on a lot of different things right at the moment.
no, I'm just kidding.
So the complete book of elves it's a supplement for Advanced on the Dragons, and it gives rules for elves and stuff. But like the
And when
way
is
it's
it
written
ever?
is
It's
just
always
like
been the Grey Warden's duty to stand
extremely.
against the blight.
I would describe it as like
And
elf
right now,
chauvinist.
We're the Grey
Just
Wardens.
like
So you are
all of the
set then.
fiction and
Ready
all of
to
like
be
the
Grey
non-fiction rules and
Wardens.
stuff are just like elves are the best. Everyone of the race sucks. Like elves are just sort of condescendingly putting up with other races
No,
that
no.
aren't as good as them.
Oh, yeah.
You are
yeah,
the
I remember
Grey
you
Wardens
Yeah.
talking about this.
Not us.
Yeah, and I
Now,
like
before you
went
go,
off on it
there
on
is
Twitter
yet
at some
one more
point,
thing
and
I
someone
have to offer you.
someone
This
added
too
the
is but
guy
named
who wrote it.
Nicholas.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh,
Redscar,
no.
no.
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl.
Just delete your
And
account
you
at that
will be
point.
joining them.
I seem to
Such a
recall I
shame.
wrote like, hey,
What?
and, like he
You heard
like
me,
posted
girl.
something kind of funny,
The
like,
last time
yeah,
I
what,
looked,
you know,
had ears.
excuse me, I just try to tell you about elves, and I think I replied something like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, I really did
Have
enjoy
I
like
no
all of
say
the
in
stuff you
this?
did for
You
Advance
have
of the
been itching
Dragons
to get
for
out
the
of the
games,
wilds
and like
for
I really grew
years.
up with that
Here is your
material,
chance.
and it really
As for
inspired a
you,
lot of great adventures, and
consider
also
this
that book fucking
repayment for your
sucks. I hate
love.
elves. Kiss my ass. We actually ended up having a pretty
Pardon
interesting
me,
conversation.
but I had the
Yikes.
impression that you two needed assistance. Whatever the for.
So his point,
Not
like, as I remember how he
to
put it,
look a
his
gift
point is
horse
that,
in
like,
the mouth, but
the attitude a
Won't
elf
this
would
add to our
necessarily have to
problem?
have towards a human is
out of the
like,
wilds, she's an
you know, it's kind of like
apostate.
your dog,
If you do not
right?
wish
You
help
love your
from us
dog,
in
but it's gonna
evil
die
wages,
in a
young
few
man.
years.
Perhaps
No,
I
So,
left
that doesn't
you don't
make
get
any
attached.
sense. No,
Point.
no.
I tend to agree.
Mother.
I don't really like it, but
This is
I
not
understand
how I
it.
wanted this. I'm not
I
even ready.
guess. It's
You must
very
be ready.
small-minded.
Alone, these two must
Yeah.
unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn.
Don't
I
invite
just
him
need
in
you
here,
more
please. Please, please.
Without
God,
you,
don't.
they
Oh
will
yeah, no,
surely
it's
fail,
we don't need to
and
get all that.
will
I mean, he seems like
perish under
he's
the
he's
blight.
worked on a bunch of neat stuff.
Even I.
But
understand.
I
You
always
wouldn't.
I dislike elves.
Do you understand?
I disliked them much more when I
give
was
you that which
younger,
I
like a
value
teenager.
above all in this
But
world.
even to this
I
day,
do this
like,
because you must.
you know why I
succeed.
don't like elves?
Why?
Because like the elf thing, which is much less
Allow
common
me
now,
to get my things,
but which
if you
used to be
please.
much more common, was like elves are the race who used to like talk
I
about
am
how
at
much
your
humans suck.
disposal, Grey Wardens.
Like, oh,
This
humans,
just
they're so
village north of the
wasteful,
wilds
so
is our
warlike,
first
so hateful, you know.
It is not far,
And
Oh.
sure,
but you will find
those are all
much
true about
nearer.
humans.
Or
But
if you
also,
prefer, I shall simply
this
be
elf is
your
being written
silent
by a human.
guide. The choice is
So
yours.
this is a human being using an elf who is superior to humans to talk about how humans are inferior to the
You will
speaker.
regret
And it
saying
always
that.
kind of feels like
Sweet
it's
mother.
also that person
so
saying,
kind
I
to
am
cast
better
me
than
out
all
of
of
this.
you.
How fondly
Yeah.
Ha-
I shall remember this
How do you
moment.
like elves where
Well, I
they
always
used to
say
be
you want
powerful,
something
but
done,
now they're
do it
just kind of
yourself.
like part
You'll
of
hear
the
about
muck
it
and the
for a decade
mild
or two afterwards.
of society, and they have their own
Do you
quirks.
really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Yeah, I like that.
I
Yeah.
guess you're right.
Me too.
Grey Wardens have always taken
I think
power.
Also, I like them short.
Fine.
No more tall
yeah.
I am
elves.
so
No more hot
pleased
elves. I
to
want
have your
like short,
approval.
kind of funny looking elves. That's what I
Yeah,
like.
short, weird elves. I agree.
Yes.
I
yes.
agree.
Farewell, mother.
I
Not
also
forget the
like.
stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned
Yeah,
down
it's
hut.
probably not worth. I'm
It's
making a
far more
conscious
likely you will
choice to
return
kind of
see this entire area,
focus on good
along
elves.
with my hut, swallowed
and not
up
on
by
the various
light.
elves that I've
I
fought with in my hand.
all I meant was
Yes,
I like
know.
when
Do try to
elves
have
are just
fun,
kind of
dear.
silly. They're like, oh, I'm gonna do something that, I'm a bard, or like, I'm gonna sneak into this place. Here I go. I just like them when they're silly and kind of funny.
She made a bunch of cookies.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I made so many cookies.
Do you suppose they also live in the tower here, or that's just incidental to the house?
Hold
That's
on.
a good question, actually. They got this like, let's face it, pretty ramshackle fucking deal going here with this house right now. Like, what's what's going on?
And the interior doesn't really match the exterior very well.
Yeah.
What? Hey Nick, can you grab Spidey? He's being really bad. He's being so bad right now. Just eating stuff, eating the plants. Oh no. Hold on a second.
Why
I gotta
is
get rid of
Spidey
Spidey.
eating the plants?
Well, he wants attention from his mamu. That's me. And I can't give him attention right now. I'm doing a stream. 1 second. Spidey, come here. No, because you're being bad.
And I expect each of
yeah.
you to supply these men.
Time for Logain
We
to
must
make his
rebuild
biggest speech.
what was lost
Did
to
Logain
Ostagar,
switch
and
armor?
quickly.
This armor looks shinier than the armor. he had before.
There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state.
This
if
is
we let them.
coronation
We must
armor.
defeat this darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship.
So at this
if I
point, he
might
thinks we're
speak.
dead, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're
You have
not
declared
even
yourself Queen Anora's
important
regent
at this
and claim
point.
we must unite under your
True,
banner for
true.
our own good.
So we don't really have any proof that he did
But
anything
what
wrong.
of the army lost at Ostagar? Your
That's
withdrawal
what
was
we're
most
on. We're on a quest.
fortuitous.
I do like that he's getting called out at this point already.
Everything
Yeah, this
I
was
have
common
done
in,
has been
in
to
English
secure
politics
Ferelden's
for
independence. I have not
like hundreds
shared
of
my
years. You would
duty
have
to the
relatively
throne,
powerful nobles and barons who
neither
could
will any of you. The
make
Baron
their
will not
feelings
bow to you
known.
simply because
Oh,
you
yeah.
demand it.
Um,
Understand this.
Through
Nonetheless,
murder.
there wasn't the
No
thing
threat
that
will
happens with,
stay
like,
from
you know,
you
in medieval France,
or
where you would
anyone.
often end up with just, you know, everything breaking up into, like, semi-independent polities that don't really give a shit about what the king says.
please.
Your Majesty, your father
Yeah, like
risked civil war.
there were really
If
high-profile
Demon were
cases
here-
of common folk and even serfs who were like
Antigon,
don't have
my
all that
father
many
did what is
rights
best.
in
Did he also
strict
do
legal
what was
senses,
best for your husband, Your Majesty?
successfully petitioning monarchs
Yeah.
for justice. Actually, there's one really cool thing that I discovered when reading some nonfiction books a little while ago. The idea of like the sporting chance as a legal concept in England.
Yeah.
Which is basically just the idea that like if you did do
it's
something
dark.
wrong, you get a chance to like play a carnival game.
What?
Like not always that literal, but like the idea is like okay, if you're caught poaching but you make it back to base with your stuff, you get away with it.
Whoa.
Oh, our dog has brought... Is their dog working for the Darkspawn?
Yeah.
No, wait,
There's
don't
some-
run off, I'm
there's
gonna
some where,
fireball
like,
them.
Basically, if you could do a shot put, like okay, so like if you kill
Okay, we're gonna
like
need to
a,
work out the AI scripting here soon.
it's like if you do something wrong, like you kill a chicken or something that you shouldn't have, but then like also you could throw a rock and hit the place where you did it, then you get off scot-free.
Is that what Robin Hood's from? They're like, Robin Hood, you've stolen a lot of stuff from us, but if you can win this arrow contest, then it's okay.
So
I don't think so, but that's a funny idea.
Morrigan is a mage, which is cool, but she has the shapeshifter specialization, which is less cool. So I'm gonna use the shapeshifter once now in this fight.
Why is it less cool?
Because she can't cast while she's not a mage.
But you're a mage. You don't need another mage.
I need all the mages.
You do need
All
a
right.
giant spider instead.
She is now a spider. She
I
has
spaced
3
out,
abilities.
and now we have a giant spider. I wasn't paying attention.
Your cognitive abilities, Rutskarn, are lacking.
I've known this for a long time. I actually have a really, really hard time paying attention to stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry that I made fun of you.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I choose to not pay attention.
We're not maintaining any of our abilities anymore.
Oh, he's such a cool spider. Oh, but I know that there's people who's afraid of spiders that watch the stream sometimes, so maybe no spider anymore.
Yeah. She gets several other forms, but usually I just turn her into a blood mage, and then she just does blood mage stuff.
Ooh, cool. Let's do that then, because there's so much blood everywhere.
Certainly not lacking for blood in this game.
Our dog just needs to, like, do a shake. You go, okay, doggy, shake. And he's just like,
oh, God. Like,
that's how it happens.
Alistair on fire.
They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now?
Somniorum says turn Alistair into a duck in your Steam set.
not
I wish! There's no
We need to
polymorph
give-
other.
We need to give Morrigan an extremely conservative outfit, and just leave
Yes.
Alistair exactly as he is.
Yes. Actually, I'm very curious to see the armor choices in this game. I don't remember them at all.
I remember most of the armor looking pretty bad.
Name for
Cool.
dog.
Mumblo. Do
Yes.
it.
Yeah, I was just
Mumblo.
thinking about it. Let's just do it.
All right.
Yeah, woohoo.
Mumblo the dog. And Mumblo gets a codex entry under the name Mumblo.
I remember that I named the dog Brutus. I do not remember what I named my character.
Oh yeah,
In fact, I
your
don't
character
remember-
Julius
I don't
Caesar.
remember almost anything about this game. Like, I remember things that I did, but
Yeah.
as far as what the actual story they're telling is, it's pretty weak.
Well,
Pretty
you
weak
know what
recollection.
You know what I remember the most about this game is the fight that you have at the windmill in Red Cliff. I don't know why, but I just remember that one the most. It might be because there's so many waves of bad guys that show up, but I just remember being like, oh shit, this game is not fucking around. Yikes.
How much cunning do we need? Okay, so we need 16 cunning total. Let's put one into that. Then. Approved coercion. We're decent on offensive spells right now. Do I want to get this line maybe? Because haste is pretty good.
I don't know.
Or walking bomb is fun.
Ooh, Walking Bomb is so much fun.
Let's get walking bomb. What the hell?
Yeah. Gavin, right? That windmill fight was kind of weird. It was the windmill fight is when you're like, oh, this game's combat's not so good.
No.
I like how like I guess it's kind of quaint, but like the little like battle areas that are for random encounters like this, there's a lot of them, and they're generally designed to look like the area that you're in. So like we're heading up the old Teventer highway to Lothering, so that's the highway up there. Oh wait, I didn't level up Alistair. Hang on. Combat training is good.
Serana, I think that's what happened to me too, because I love the ice tree. I like ice tree in most games. And so I remember it just didn't work for me. It didn't work out.
Be right back again.
But
Alistair's usually pretty good as a tank.
yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how much we'll end up using Alistair, because the thing that Arcane Warrior is really good at is also tanking. So, although it doesn't get threat generation abilities like a warrior does, so.
Who is that person who did like an all mage run on like super hard? We know someone that did that. I can't remember.
No, someone did what?
Someone that we know. I can't remember who it was. Someone that we know did a like an all mage run of this game on like death difficulty.
What?
Someone did. I can't remember who it was. Oh, it was a long time ago that they told us. I can't remember.
How was that anyway?
What? Well, if you were the all mage run, collect your prize.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what that is.
It should be noted that you can only do. You can only ever get 3 mages in total, so that wouldn't even be a full party.
Right, exactly. They're hardcore. I can't remember who it is, but when they tell me, I'll remember.
This one looks armed.
The memory will be unlocked.
It all applies to everyone, honey.
How much I enjoy doing stunt runs in a game is like directly proportional to how much bullshit you can get away with in that game.
Were you the one that did the serial killer run through Fallout New Vegas?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The best run I had with that game, like the most fun run I had with Fallout New Vegas was still the like, you can't attack anything.
Oh. Dumb run was my
How do we want to handle these bandits who are charging us a toll to show up?
Beat them up.
Perhaps you should charge more then.
No, this is something I used to do in kindergarten, so.
Let's see what this where this goes.
You want to pay more? Well, we'll happily accept donations.
Just beat them up. Just kill them. Murder them.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Do we intimidate or do we just fucking kill them?
Do the fun. Intimidate sounds fun. Let's just do it.
Mage or Grey Warden? Mage is probably more intimidating.
Mage is more fun.
Yeah.
A mage? Oh, I don't
I don't know. I'm
Nobody's turning you into a toad, you
I'm
bastard.
so scared.
Will,
I'm a fancy bandit boy.
Oh.
I did not think there would be a magical mage.
That's how I would intimidate people.
Should we then murder them?
Yes! Oh my god, yes! Yes!
Don't turn me into a toad!
He's out of there.
That guy was smart.
He's like, nope.
Alright, time to fire a fireball at this crowded bridge. No. I wish I could make it so it doesn't try to move. Because sometimes it'll go like, oh, I can't quite reach that spot. I guess I'll walk over here and... Oh, fine. Yeah, alright. Just run over here. Run over here and fireball yourself in the face. Yeah, awesome. Great.
Oh my god. Josh, you're bad at this game. Get better.
Yeah.
Get good, as the children say.
Seriously. You know what game is good?
What?
Yakuza 7. Yakuza like it. It's a good game.
I'm glad you're enjoying
Whoa,
it.
what happened to that guy's hands?
to get by before the dog spawn get us all.
You picked the wrong target.
Yes, of course. We should have been more
He's like,
careful.
please don't kill me. And
I'm
I'm
sorry.
like, no, I'm gonna murder you for sure.
Do we turn them into soldiers for our army?
No, murder them.
Hand over
They
everything you've
just
stolen.
And then kill them. Make them. Oh my god. Tell them that you'll spare their lives if they give back what they stole, and then kill them. That's so funny.
I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but we can
Damn
try.
it.
Yes, of course.
Also,
Because we
like,
collected a
I
right
feel like
here.
in gameplay
Just
terms that
over
accomplishes
100
something, but
silvers.
obviously in
The
real
rest
world
is in the
terms
chest
that doesn't
we
make
brought.
any sense.
No, it's a beautiful action.
All right, we can.
Yes.
Just like, all right, give me
I'm
the
not
stuff.
going
I do
down
not want to
without a
get
fight.
fireball on it. Okay, here you go. Wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
All right, fireball take 2.
Oh, I love that. That's
Here,
something
here's
I
what
love
we're
to
gonna
do in
do.
Skyrim.
Go this way, and then I can
That
fire the
nasty
fireball.
fireball smell.
Oh man.
Oh wait,
Just-
walking bomb. Hang on. We gotta walking bomb this guy.
What? You're carrying money? Hand that over. Okay, now I can kill you. Jesus Christ.
All
Give me your
right, we
sword.
just
Give me
blew
all your
ourselves
money.
up.
Okay, now give me your sword. Now your armor. No,
Actually, no, you're good. You're good. You can leave. You can walk butt-ass naked back to the village.
Yep. Sorry, I did
Okay,
install the
we
Frostfall
have-
mod.
Yeah, let's do this, and we can put some stuff. I'm
I once
curious.
installed the Frostfall mod, and then I also installed a mod that like gives you a random starting location, and it started me out on like a ship in the middle of like that had sunk off the coast and was full of water. So I just froze to death before I could actually make it to shore.
Oh,
Awesome.
there's a Fallout New Vegas mod that does that too, and I landed in the Death Claw pit, and I was like,
Nice.
well,
Nice.
I reload.
I like the one that lets you play as a fiend, and the reason I like it is because for some reason the game is robust enough that it actually like
What
plays
does
and
that
makes
ridiculous
sense.
armor look like on the woman? Where'd it go? Chastened robes? Yeah, it's not nearly as good as the male version.
No, it's not.
It looks bad.
It's like one of those like ordering from AliExpress expectation versus reality comparisons. Expectation is Alistair, reality is us.
Oh, we can we can put Morrigan in armor.
Nice.
Oh, looking good.
Oh no, but it's blocking the Psalms.
Oh, that's definitely her style. That is absolutely something
is like-
she would want to
This
wear.
is like the rare gotcha version of Morrigan.
This is, yeah.
You need to spend $20,000 to roll. Like priestess waifu Morrigan. Miko
I'm
Morrigan.
loving Frosty. The Maker's by my side all the time.
I'll do my best.
Make her be with us.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Liliana's just sitting in the background like,
Going.
why? Why are you guys making fun of my religion?
Oh, hey.
That's okay. We'll just put the weird like skeeve ass Morrigan robes on her.
Right?
Oh, Dust Thou is a fuckboy? Nah.
Oh wow, this is where we get the fucking urn quest.
What that?
It's the quest that takes us to the one of the
Angel's
dragon
Ashes.
fights. Yeah. But that's like much later in the game. We just found it on this a note about it on this dude who's been dead here for a bit.
Cool.
Yes.
So this is where Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 meet. Is the Hawk family is from Lothering.
Well,
And
Are they hanging out there? Do we get to
no,
see
we
them?
don't
Oh.
encounter them, unfortunately.
So you
No.
have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seems like too much trouble, I take it.
Fucking
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone
I
important
really
to
like
you?
the idea that
Just what would you do if your
just
mother
Alistair
died?
is flop sweating
Before or
from this
after I
brand
stopped
on his
laughing?
ass.
Right, very creepy.
Yikes.
Forget I asked.
Bro, I think you're on fire.
Yes.
Bro, your robes are on fire, dude. He's like, I know, right? Very
No wonder
attractive.
it took
No,
so
I mean,
long,
like,
then.
oh, whatever.
I think
Oh,
I think
I
the
get
thing
it.
that sells
This
it
is
is
the
the
part
super
where we're
glue I
shocked
use to
to
keep this from
discover
dropping
how
below
you've never
my
had a
very,
friend
very
your
low
entire
nipple.
life.
Oh,
I
but
can
that
be
would
friendly
explain the
when I
toxic
desire
fumes.
to,
All right,
but
all
us
right.
desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
That's just a
Anyway,
pleasant
I
side
thought we should
effect.
talk about where we intend to go.
I
first.
wouldn't say the dog is on fire. I would say that the dog, Sweet Mumblo, is
This
like,
should be
I don't know,
good.
radiating?
I think
It's just
what
radiant.
Clement suggested
That dog
is
is
the best
fucking
idea.
stank, is what's going on.
These
That
are
dog,
good
Hear
is,
you.
that dog
You
is
looked at it.
ripe.
Do not speak of Mumblo this way.
That dog is ripe.
That dog is radiant.
The
Fleet
treaties, the
shampoo
ones we
ain't
got
gonna
from
cut it.
Plymouth. With these, we will be able to ask for assistance. Maybe even raise an army. There are three main
I like how this
groups that
dog's
we
part of
have
the
treaties
conversation.
for.
Mumble's like, hey,
Danish
what's up?
elves, the dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Major.
Oh yeah,
I
the
also
Darkspawn
still think that
totes.
Arleman is our best bet for help.
It'd be great if
You might
Morgan
even want
like
to go to
sets
him
up Big
first.
Starkey at some point, like 20 hours into this game, and the dog's just like, "Man, fuck you."
Short of
Dog's
leaving
like,
for
bark,
Eldon
bark.
to seek them out,
Like,
the
oh,
only
my
place
dog
to send
says
word
you
to
fucking
would be
suck.
Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands
Bark,
of
bark.
miles away.
Eat my shit, bark.
You want me to keep translating? I can. I'm an elf. I can do that. Oh, that's
Well, I
another
don't know
elf
where
trope
we
I
should
love,
go.
is when elves
I'll
pretend
do
that they
whatever
have
you
powers that
decide.
they don't have,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
humans
absolutely.
believe it. I love
Arleman
that.
is a good man, but
Yeah,
I don't know
I would
for
do that all
sure
the
he's
time,
where we
though.
should
Oh, me
go.
too.
I'm not going to fight about it.
Go after your enemies.
When I ran a game
Find this
a
man
few years
Logan
ago,
and kill him. The rest of
like
this
I say a
business
few years
with
ago,
the
it was like
treaties
10
can
years
then
ago
be
at this
done in
point.
safety.
There was fish
Yes,
people
he
in the
certainly
game. It
wouldn't
was like
see
a
that
playable
coming.
race,
It's not
like
like he
creature
has
from
the
Black
advantage
Lagoon
of an
stuff, fish
army
people.
and experience
And
and
I made
was
it a
asked
thing
for
where,
my
like, if you
opinion
take
and
the
I
fish
gave
people
it.
race, you
If
get
your
access
wish
to the
is to
10
come up with
fish person
reasons why
secrets
something cannot
that you're
be
not
done,
allowed to
we
tell
will
the other
stand here until
players.
the
Oh my
Darkspawn are
god.
upon us.
That's amazing.
And so, like, throughout the game, like, the fish person would just do things that, like, seemed completely random or strange to the party, but then immediately paid off.
Oh
They're
my
like, what the
God.
fuck? And also, you can kind of
I can
claim
give you
anything you
directions
want,
if
because
you
the
like.
other players have to believe you.
Exactly.
Castle
Or it's
Redcliffe, in the far
racist
west
against
Right.
the fish
of Eldon,
people.
next to the mountain
Like,
passes.
one of the things
If he
was
isn't
that fish
there,
people have the ability to,
someone will be
like...
able to tell us
So
where
they
it
look
is.
like these, like, weird, drippy creature from the Black
If we head
Lagoon-ass
eastward
monsters that everyone's
towards
just
the
kind of creeped
Brazilian
out by.
forest,
But they
we
actually have
should
the
hear
ability
word
to,
of one of
like,
the clans
take
that
on
owns that
any
area.
form
Oh
for,
my
like, a
God.
few
They'll still
hours
be
a
there.
day. And so a few times, like
We
the
would need
player
to
would just
speak
use
to
this
their
power,
king in Orzammar.
kind of just like by giving me
That
a
means
nod when they
heading
split
west
off
into
from the
the
party.
Flashback Mountains,
They're like,
which
yeah, I
won't
go
be
pick this
easy.
up, and the party's like, they're gonna stop you. You're a fish person.
Technically,
But then they
the
don't get
Circle of
stopped,
Magi
and they
is
come back. They're like, all
independent.
right, I got it. Like, how the fuck
We
did you
don't know
get
if
it?
Chantry won't
You're a
support us.
fish person.
Oh
truly
my
believe
god.
that?
If
That's
we
amazing.
speak to the first enchanter, he should see that his responsibility to the Grey Wardens supersedes anything the Chantry or even Tanlo Gain might have to say about it. If he isn't out in the field with his
Josh,
army,
what are we
he's
doing in
probably
this
going
game?
to be at the palace
We're
in Denerim.
discussing
We can
our
go to
options
Denerim,
for
but
where to
somehow I
go
suspect
in
that
the
they're not going to
traditional
let us just walk
BioWare.
around.
The
Only a
narrative splits
suspicion,
into
of
4
course.
different places bit.
Oh.
Then you have a plan.
Redcliffe.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we should probably
Let's
do
head into the
Redcliffe first.
village
That's the one that
whenever
makes
you're
most
ready.
sense. And it then leads into the mages, and then into the Fade, and then into the mages, and then back to Redcliffe, and there's zombies.
Is this game pretty? No. Did I think it was pretty when I played it? Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely I did.
Standards were different.
Hello.
Mother says we
Hello,
have to run
small
before
son.
the bad men get here.
Oh, you're kneeling, my bad.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway?
You're kneeling
They
inside a
don't
tree.
understand everything we say. Oh, is that so? You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know.
Man,
Hey,
what a
hey,
squad.
now. There's
Why are
nothing
we
saying that
purple?
a moron
What's
can't
happening?
be cute and adorable.
That's our
Who's
arcane
the cute
shield.
and adorable puppy.
Why is it happening when we're not fighting? That seems
Because
silly.
I've got it turned on. I can turn it off.
You just turn it on when you
No.
go shopping, so like people don't, smelly ass people don't get too close to you. They're just like bumping into it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a temple. Are gross.
God, it just cracks me up how you can see their eyes.
Oh no! Why did you point that out?
It's so funny.
I
It's so
hate it.
funny.
No.
Templars can barely keep order.
I can't stop looking inside the tin can.
It looks so goofy.
I'm just warning you, things may not be as hospitable
Nice
as you would
bucket
expect.
on your head.
People
Hey,
are
strong
fighting.
bad. Nice bucket on your head.
Shan has marched north with Terran Logain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam.
The older I get, the
Otherwise,
more
you
I
could
despair
switch to
that
Sir
it is
Brian
very
the
hard to
Chantry, I
explain
suppose. It's up to you.
running to the new generation.
You know, Nick had never watched any Strong Bads or Homestars, and
Oh,
so
no.
he thought it was just my sense of humor. Like, I would be quoting, like, non-stop, like, oh, virus! Or, like, just weird stuff, and he just thought that that was how I did humor.
Oh no. That's, and then it feels like on the one hand, like, oh no, you don't want him to think that was just you saying
Any
random
of you
stuff. But on the
step
other hand,
too
like,
close to my goods
you
and
kind
I'll-
of mourn
It's
for that
so
version of
nice to see
yourself
everyone
Yeah,
working
that
exactly.
together in a
existed
crisis.
only in his head.
Warms the heart.
Exactly.
Oh,
and I made
you
him
there.
watch it
You look
eventually,
able.
I just don't
Would
think
you
he
care to make
enjoyed
a
it
tiny
very
profit
much.
helping a beleaguered
That-
I think
yeah.
it's not...
A
It's not...
tiny profit?
It's the humor is like,
You could say that,
how would you put
yes.
it?
The nerve
How
of
would I
these
put
people.
it? Full of crap?
Outlandish prices for things people
I mean,
desperately need.
there you go,
Yet
really.
blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes.
Oh, shut up, Morgan.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought
It's more like an experiential humor, is the way you can put it, I guess.
I can't even explain it. It was a product of its time, but it also was its own thing. It exists out of time now, I feel like.
Exactly. Although, like, I don't know, have you seen Two More Eggs? That's like the show they did for Nickelodeon or whatever.
No.
It's actually worth watching. Yeah, it's like they did I think an online only show. Two more eggs.
I'm not arguing anymore. Awful.
It's basically just like Homestar Runner 2.0.
Wow, this looks so bad. I can't wait to try
the visuals are not great, but the humor is there. It's pretty much just the same thing.
Sometimes it's truly not worth operating this far south.
Just charge what you would have before this tragedy.
Fine, yes, just stop complaining. You're giving me a headache.
So, we have
Skullgun makes a good point. Does that mean then that basically Nick wanted to marry Strong Bad?
Thank you for your
Yes, I think so.
May the maker
I think that's probably it.
If Hot Lady Strong Bad appears, like, would that be a conflict?
Do you actually want to buy something?
Oh, maybe. I feel like I am already the lady version of Strong Bad, so it's fine. But the problem is that, like, I feel like if Strong Bad and Homestar had a child, that would be me. Like, I am a mix between just the stupidity of Homestar and the, I don't know, prankiness of Strong Bad? I don't know. I just feel like I'm in the middle somehow. I'm impish. Yes.
It sucks that we will never ever be able to get Chris to watch enough Homestar Runner to understand how much he's just strong sad.
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh my god, yeah. The thing is that it would just make him sad, so it would be cruel to do it.
I don't like food anymore.
Why are you guys making fun of me?
It isn't much, but take a look if you want.
This game is Lynchian, Fellinian, and Steve Buscemian, don't you think?
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's too close to his brand.
It really is. It's pretty much
it's like when you go
dead
back
on
in
the strike.
time and you go back in time and you meet yourself and the world explodes. That's what would happen if Campster watched too much strong sad stuff.
Yeah.
Don't mind me just doing stuff in the inventory.
Oh yes. Welcome back to our book dream. Today we are looking at this book. What's in it? What's this book about?
The good news is that by the time we're done with the Deep Roads, Ready Player 3 will probably be out.
Oh my god.
How long could it possibly take to write if you think about it?
Oh.
Just go to Star Wars Wiki, copy out 10 articles, paste, post.
Oh right, we have all this junk.
Got junk in your trunk, Josh. Better sell it.
Just go to TV Tropes and grab the 10 most recent articles and dump them all into Scribus.
Look, the worst part about the Ready Player 1 and 2 books is that it's not even as charming as old school game walkthroughs. I don't know if you remember the old game walkthroughs, but they always had this tinge of and then you gotta go do this thing and it sucks, but you gotta go do it anyway.
Yes, yes, exactly.
They could never keep themselves from putting in their own commentary, basically.
Editorialized.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just Ready Player 1 doesn't have that. It's just we gotta do this thing. Pretty in Pink, Ducky, Robert Downey Jr.
Okay, I'm actually gonna look up a specific game fact because of this phenomenon. Is putting me in mind of it. Fortunately, I don't think there's that many game facts of this particular game.
My half is yours. My bread is yours. My life is yours.
Oh my god, it's Jowen's voice actor.
Walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
Who?
You remember the lame mage friend that we had at mage school? That turned into a blood mage?
He's back.
Let all repeat the chant of light.
It's definitely the same voice actor, different character.
Whenever I hear that stuff, though, I'm like, oh, good, they got more work. Like, I'm always happy for the voice actor.
One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once. And the child paid him, he did.
So the guide for Realms of Arcania is fantastic. Because, like, it's this big game with a ton of mechanics in it, and most of them don't make any sense or are poorly used. So, my opinion, craftsmanship skills, drive. According to the manual, this is how well you drive carts, of which I have seen 0 in either of the first 2 games. We can safely skip this one.
Yeah, stuff like that, man.
What?
Yep.
Oh, you got him to speak. Ha!
What
Ritual. Get one guy a few points in it and then forget it.
Oh, he cheated.
Yes, the ones where like just drop it off and just keep moving. It has nothing to do with the story. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like 8 different skills actually. They all have the exact same note in them.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast
Lie.
upon our hearts.
I'm assuming that a lot of these social skills are used more in Shadows of Arriva, since they never seem to come up in the first 2 games. God damn.
Please, you're scaring the
Seduce.
children.
Apparently used for attracting members of the opposite sex. Again, never seen it used.
There! One of their minions is already amongst us! This woman bears their evil stench! Can't you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
Well, thanks, dude. Look, Flemeth's house doesn't have a working bathtub. How do we want to handle this guy?
What is he saying?
He's going nuts about the Darkspawn, and then called us, we have their evil stench.
Okay, well, we're the only people who can help him get rid of the Darkspawn, so... Is the...
Be my guest.
Yeah.
I've no urge to try out that axe.
I would just be like, okay, then I guess you're all gonna die because the Darkspawn is gonna kill you. Or you can let my stinky ass take care of it.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us! No! I have seen them! You cannot run! You cannot fight! There is nothing to do! No hope is left! Are you calling me a coward?
Nice.
I'm calling you an idiot.
I'm calling you an idiot, coward.
I have shamed my ancestors. But the blackness will come.
Alright, bye.
His little runoff is so funny.
Every single time they run off the map is funny.
You're right. We can't give up.
It's
Quick,
too much
just
high knees.
You should all go to
Don't put so much
Kirkwall.
of the high knee when you run. You don't have to put get your knees up that high.
North to Denerim. Your king is dead.
What? No, okay, so the void where this man was is now yelling. Alright, cool.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
My favorite kind of game facts are the ones that are really straight-laced, and then they get to one part where they get, like, kind of sassy.
Yes.
We turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for
The
anyone to
Battlespire,
sleep.
like, guide gets like that a lot.
To the Maker, however.
Because they're trying to explain this game in kind of objective terms, but the fact is that it doesn't make any sense and no one knows how it works.
Yes, but we can barely
my
keep
God.
order in the village right now.
Like,
we have no men
no
to
one
chase down
knows what
bandits.
items in that game do.
What?
There are magical items in that
speak to
game,
Sir Bryce,
and people can equip them,
doubt
but it's
he'll
like,
tell you
yeah, we're
differently.
not sure what it actually does.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Not since
I mean, not
Logain
necessarily when
passed
you're
by with
playing
his
it,
army.
but...
It's a
Just
shame
in
about
general,
the king.
though, I feel
Yeah,
like.
But with the
just
dark
in
spawn
general,
coming,
it
you can think of
Mhm.
anything else. Make her watch
I think the next campaign you run Rotscar and you have to have a magical item and you never explain it and it just starts doing shit if they keep it.
I've done that before.
Oh man.
Yeah, it does get fun. One time was a dude found like the vial in like the third session, and it smells weird, like it has kind of this unpleasant synthetic aroma, and everywhere he went after he got it, rats just started following him around.
Oh man, the best power, Rat
Yeah.
King.
And he literally kept it for the entire campaign, and just dealt with these rats following him, and maybe didn't even connect it to the vial. I don't think.
Wow.
But he just had the vial, and then at some point he fucked up really bad in the last session, and he got caught behind enemy lines, and they're like holding him, and they're about to summarily execute him. He just like pops out the vial and drinks it,
When did this
just to see what it does. It was synthetic were-rat saliva, so it turned him into a were-rat.
Did he survive?
He did. He turned into a were-rat, and then he ripped the shit out of the people who'd taken him prisoner.
Oh my god, that's such a nice story.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well for
Androste's
him.
ashes are said
I'm
to
happy
cure
for
any
him.
illness.
Yeah.
But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
What are we doing in this church, Josh?
We're
My mission takes
meeting
priority.
a knight, I guess.
But I fear I shall be
Why?
returning to Redcliffe with nothing
Well,
to show
he
for my
happens to
efforts.
know stuff about Arl Eamon.
Okay.
Why is that?
Is he a
I may
Templar
ask?
Knight? Or just a regular
No,
knight?
he's a knight
Jarl is a
of
popular
Redcliffe.
man, it's true.
Oh, okay.
Tern Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Probably have to wrap up after this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Arl fell
I
ill
got it.
before
I
the king
still haven't
died.
eaten. I'm pretty hungry.
But what if Loghain planned that too?
Spidey
Oh,
is
such
yelling.
thoughts do not
I
sit
threw
well
him
with
out,
me.
but now he's just yelling.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves.
He needs to
believe
spend
that
quality
now
time
more
with
than
his
ever.
Mamu.
If nothing else, I am certain
Don't
you
we
will be
all?
welcomed at Castle
Yes.
Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Androste.
So apparently Arl Eamon is sick, which is apparently bad enough that they're going and searching for literally the equivalent of the Holy Grail.
Cool.
If you're truly interested,
The
there are
ashes
books
of
here containing
Andraste.
a great deal of
Oh,
lore.
we shouldn't do that.
Nothing I have found
We
leads me to believe
shouldn't
that this
poison
was anything
those.
more than
Yeah,
a quest of
definitely not.
desperation.
Definitely
No,
don't
Nobody
poison
would.
them.
Nobody would be upset
And tell
about
the Arlessa
that.
exactly
Nobody's
that.
gonna
Just
be
gonna-
Sir Henrik arrives.
Just gonna like give this jar of seasoning salt's lid a quarter turn and just kind
Did
of
you have his
hold it
No,
upside
Red
down
Star.
and waggle it
And a
over
note?
the jar of
No,
his
Red
drastic
Star.
ashes.
Basically, they're
Thank you for
asking
giving me
us to
these.
like pick up
I would
like
never have
the
known
most
otherwise.
holiest of holiest ashes and bring them to an Arl and have him drink it.
Got it. Bring you Andraste's
Thank you.
ashtray. What?
Yeah.
No,
I wonder
just
how
her
many of us
ashes.
have met
It's her
similar
ashes in
fates
jar.
on this
Not
mad
it's not an
quest.
ashtray.
Oh, the jar that the ashes are
I
in? No
expected
problem,
to take
bro.
advantage
Yeah,
of the Enchantress
no
library,
problem. And then
in
just
fact.
take like a big
My
long
skills are
drag on
better
your
suited to
cigarette.
battle than chasing down tales.
Just like a big long drag on that
With
cigarette.
Henrik gone, I need
Like
to return
blow
to
smoke
Redcliffe.
in his face and be like, "I'll be
Perhaps
back with
later I will
the
seek out the
ashtray
scholar his
with
note
the
mentions.
ashes."
But I
You
must
like
go.
flick the
Thank you again,
cigarette
my lady.
on the like
You
little
have been
boy that
most
has a
helpful.
demon in him. You're like, see ya.
No, you just roll up a dollar bill and you just start sniffing the ashes.
Oh, that
bad
won't
lad.
make anyone mad.
I'm the Pope now. That's how it works.
I am the new Andraste.
I have eaten the body of Andraste, and now.
Do you know what they say? You are what you insufflate, so I am Andraste.
Then shall the Maker return to us, and then shall the Maker return to the black.
Okay, guys.
All right.
That was fun.
we are-
Join us the next stream, which, following the pattern, would be 2 weeks from now. We'll see.
Well, 2 weeks from now is Christmas,
Oh,
so
fuck, yeah, I
probably
guess it is.
not.
Probably not
yeah.
Christmas.
Oh shit! It's literally Christmas.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, and not the day after. That is the first of the year. It's New Year's Day.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
alright.
So, and
Go
we're
party inside.
yeah, like Jareth and I are still planning to do the New Year's stream that we usually do, so that's probably gonna be the night before that. So it's definitely not gonna be the Friday after the Friday for 2 weeks from now. So I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
It's a New Year's miracle.
Okay, bye everybody.
Adios.
See ya.